everybody. Welcome to Lovecraft with me. I'm Catherine and I will be doing some crafting with you today. I've been following along with oh my gosh, I've already forgotten. I don't want to get it wrong. Let me just look it up. It's Roxy's Journal of Stitchery or Journey of Stitchery. Gosh, I'm sorry. I thought I was organized. Apparently not. Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. And I only discovered this last week. And they're in volume 5. And they're doing one project a month, and I actually started in for the January one, not in January. I started this last week, and the first one was a trifold pouch, and I don't know if you can see that. So this will be my trifold pouch. I'm just having a break from it because that was a lot of stitching. You can see I didn't do that flower embroidery. That was actually on the material. That's why I just decided to I had a Pellet cotton that was really pale pink and just went around it. And then there's that. And then I'm just going to do running stitch on this last panel. Because my plan is to put little yo-yos in each of the shapes here. And so then that will fold up like, I think it was like that. So I had the purple, the light blue, and the blue, and that folds right on that bit there. So I will embellish it more and everything, but I just wanted a break from just running stitching kind of thing. So there's two sorry about my arms, two sisters, two ladies running the channel, or the Journal of Stitchery, and they're just lovely. I absolutely recommend going and watching both of theirs videos or their YouTube channels. I'll work out how to link them. This is my very first video. Well, technically it's not my first video. I've tried to start up my YouTube channel a few times before, but I kept deleting all the videos because, you know, confidence and all that kind of stuff, or lack thereof. But I thought, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, like have a crafting YouTube channel, and I just keep having false start. But I'm putting this up, be it as dodgy and rough and ready as it probably is going to be, but that's okay. I will grow throughout the process and learn more and learn how to make videos better and all that kind of thing. So please bear with me because I am kind of new to the making of the videos. So yeah, the second prompt, which was for February, was a wearable. So you couldn't anything that you can wear, so brooches and even like jackets or anything like that. So I'm actually making myself a pair of hair clips. I know they look big, but I like having two messy buns within my hair, and I'm doing these little butterflies. Now these idea I got from a YouTube channel. Oh, went on a weird tangent. What I was trying to say, if I work out how to link things down the bottom, because I don't know that, but when I do post the video, I'll link Sarah and Rachel's videos. They're the ones that are running Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and there's another lady who's also doing the Journal of Stitchery, and she hashtags Journal of Stitchery in her videos, and I've watched a lot of hers, and her is Create and Craft with Christine, and she did a video on making ort beads, and they're like ort orts are like threads. Can you see those? Orts are like threads that you're left over with. I'm not new to sewing. I've been sewing pretty much my whole life, but very functional sewing, like only do it when you need to. But I learned to sew very, very early on in my life, so I'm not new to sewing, but I am new to hand sewing. My point of saying that is I don't have a lot of orts, and Christine made this awesome video, which again, if I have learned how to do that, which I will teach myself, so I will do this, is I'll link her video of ort beads, which I'm just waving my hands around, sorry, ort beads in the description thing. But these are mine, and these are mainly made of wool, because for the last 15 years I've been focused on nothing but yarn crafts. Can you hear this? So I have bags and bags and bags. Like, we've got one right. Oh, sorry, I knocked you. Bags and bags of wool clippings. Like when I make pom-poms, I've got like wool shavings, but there's also like cuttings, and I keep it because if I make amigurumi or little stuffies or whatever, I always use it as stuffing. Oh, sorry, my sleeves keep falling down, and if that's annoying, I apologize. So yeah, I made my orts with wool, so they're very fluffy. They're kind of like I don't know, pom-poms that have been partially solidified, I guess. There's some little bitty ones. So there's the ort bead. Oh, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I do have ADHD and other various medical problems, so I actually can be a bit like Dory and forget my train of thought. So I do apologize if that happens and it gets really annoying. But was saying that I will link the ort bead video, but she did make another video where she was doing the prompt for the wearable for February of Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, but she was making it as a brooch. But I'm doing these as hair clips, so I've just about finished one. And under here is all wool, and then I covered it with some purple tulle. So I use the wool. I don't know if you call wool cut-offs orts. If anyone knows, feel free to put that in the comments, because I just call them cut-offs. I would have put that to the sewing threads as well, so I genuinely don't know. So this was my first woolly ort, and he's he's too big for the butterfly, but I had to get an idea of how much I use, so I had to start somewhere. So as you can see, I've got 3 orts. So Christine made this beautiful brooch with ort beads for the butterflies body, which I just absolutely love. So she couch stitched them on, so they'll go on there. And I've got all these beads. Would you believe, random story, I apologize if you're not interested, feel free to skip ahead, but this piece of purple tulle, you know how crafters are like hoarders, but it's not hoarding if you plan to use it, right? Everyone with me on that? Hands up if you agree. And this piece of purple tulle actually came from my maid of honor when I was engaged, but just before the wedding, when we're having the hens night. She made me a veil, and purple's my favorite color. Like my if I fold this so you can see the color a bit better, my car is literally this color. Like, this is my favorite color in the whole universe. I also like blues and greens, very peacock colors, and anything shiny, it's pretty good. But anyway, so she made me this veil with a tiara to wear to my hen's dinner and hen's night dinner. And I guess for those who may not know, when you're about to get married, you're supposed to go out for your last brouhaha. I'm not that kind of person. To me, a good party is me sat on the couch with some crochet and a cup of tea. I'm not a like nightlife party person at all. So we just went to dinner with a few close friends, and that was absolutely lovely, and that was perfect hen's night for me. But she did make me this beautiful headpiece, and it was a plastic tiara with this purple veil sewn on it, and on the veil was sewn all these little bits and bobs and a little bell, so every time I moved my hand it tinkled. You hear that? And she just like, I gushed over it back then, and I've been married 25 years now, so this would have been about 26 years when she did this. But I'd folded it and put it away, because you never know when you're going to need like purple tulle, right? So when I saw Christine do the video for the actual butterfly brooch thing, I was like, oh, I can use that purple tulle that's been sat there for literally 2.5 decades. So that's what I got it out, and I just cut a bit off, and I was cutting around all the things that were sewn on it, and I thought, actually, that I would like, because these are going on hair clips. I've got a pack. I apologize for the mess of my desk. It's just messy. That's just how I roll. Hair clips, and I will, because I've already used 2, because I made crochet flower hair clips. I would show you, but they're in my bedroom and the other in the house, and it's just, I don't want to go get them. So I just do it like a running stitch. I would do it like, actually down, from experience, down is better, because, you know, if you have it that way, you're fighting gravity. And I have really smooth hair, so it's better if I just do that. It'll just stay. So I just do kind of a running stitch around these bars here, and then it'll just clip. And, you know, I am going to put a piece of felt on the background and sew this to felt, and then just hot glue it a little bit in the middle. And then I was thinking of doing like a whip stitch just around here. So yeah, so that's the plan. But yeah, back to my tulle story of my veil. When I was going to put it back, and there was all these bits and bobs on it, and I was like, oh, I actually would love those, because we're going to have the aught balls, beads, aught beads like that, and then I'm going to put that, and there's like sequins. Oh, I like that. The other one won't be perfectly the same, and I'm okay with that. I've just put down bits of fluff, like also strands in a circle, so it's all different ways. So then there's no way I'd be able to exactly replicate this anyway. I don't think I have another 2 green ones. Oh, I do, and I have pink ones as well, so I could even put pink ones down here. Oh, I like that. I don't know if anyone else likes that. Can you see that properly? Should I like try and zoom in a bit? I'm really bad at zooming things, sorry. There we go. So yeah, so I thought that's what I would do. And so all credit to Christine for doing the aught bead butterfly brooch for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery for February. So it's volume 5, but it was the second prompt, so that is a title in itself. All credit to her for the idea of this. I'm just doing it how I like it. Geez, but she's the one that came up with the idea. I believe. For me, I watched her video. I don't know if she got it from anywhere else, but I'm giving her the credit because she was the one I saw it. So this is, yeah, like I said, this is not my original idea. I just loved it and thought it was beautiful. So I will be making some of these, but I thought while I'm sat here with you, I could just stitch on some of these beautiful beads. Now I used this lovely, is that focus? Blue variegated thread. It is a Mercer crochet cotton. It's very old. 40. I don't know what I never know what the numbers mean. I apologize. Even though I do crochet, I just know what I know. I don't know what the numbers mean with the cotton because I haven't done like the doily kind of crochet. Although I do tatting, and I just get the thread. So yeah, it's the sizes. So that's a 20. So the blue I used for this the stitching. Let me move these so I can bring this up. The stitching in the butterfly. If you can see that. So that's the blue I use. So I think I might use this green to, because I was going to use the blue, but I think I'll use the green. As you can see, you probably can see if I show you, I'm getting used to that, which way to move my hands. I use the green cotton. Hope that's focusing. I probably should put my glasses on so I can see properly. They're on the table somewhere. Someone sees, oh, found them. They're over here. I'm going to say, if someone sees my glasses, you can let me know where they are. So yes, I use the green to make my orb beads, so it might be good to then stitch the beads on with the green as well. So there we go, we'll do this. But yeah, I thought it would be good to trim all that. So it took an hour to cut off because my friend did a marvelous job in stitching. Each thing was stitched separately all over this huge piece of purple tulle. And look, there's a little pink elephant because apparently that's for luck. And there's like wedding bells. Wedding bells. I'm completely off on a tangent again, aren't I? And there's a little cupid. Oh, and there's purple. There's purple. I'll use them on the second one. I'll use purple, and because there's pearly coloured ones, so I will use those. Oh, sorry, did I go off camera? So I will use those ones because I really like the two, because I'm tangenting, but you know, crafting, yay. Show me a crafter who doesn't tangent. I would love to see that. That would be an amazing anomaly in crafting world, right? So if you can see, it's got wrong way. It's got like blue and then a kind of a red orangey blob there. So because what it was orange acrylic yarn wrapped like a swirl kind of thing done in oval, and then I had blue fluff from trimming a pom-pom, and so I just kind of scooched that there. And then up here I kind of, this beautiful navy blue, I wonder if I can find a piece of it to show you, because I've covered it all up, which was a bit silly of me in all honesty. I'm looking in my bag of, I thought I'd found some and put some aside for the second butterfly, but I might have thrown, oh, here's a bit. I keep picking up other bits. Oh, it's a long bit set. I'll keep these. This might be the one I put aside before and put back in the bag. So it's this beautiful navy blue with this pearly strand of shiny. And I had done a spiral swirl with it, and it was perfect circle. It looked amazing. And then I wanted to put like purple, so just put purple fluff on the top. When I sent it down, it really splooged, which is a technical term, I'll have you know. Splooged right across the navy blue yarn, so you can't see the navy blue yarn. But I don't know, maybe I could find a way to no, I don't really have a lot of that left. They're only trimming, so let's focus on the first task, which is just putting some beads in here. Oops, it's running away. Okay, so if you couldn't tell by my accent, I'll just chit chat a bit more and go on many more tangents while we're doing this sewing bit. I'm from Australia, and I live in Queensland, and it is currently the beginning of winter, and it is actually cold. And if you know, like all the folklores about Australia, most of them actually have some semblance of truth, like it being just summer for like 8-10 months of the year used to be how it was. But yeah, we're actually getting cold. It is like 11 degrees right now, and for those of you who do know about Queensland, now that's really cold. Yeah, our summers used to be really mild, but over the last 5 years, can I say, since the big world shutdown in 2020, it's actually been different. And like, you know, I mean, whether you agree with what happens or you have your own opinions, or you know, that's entirely up to you. But the pattern of the weather, in terms of how cold it gets in winter, has changed dramatically. And we actually get somewhat of a winter now, because before then I had one hoodie, and sometimes I would get it out, like some winters, sometimes, because you know, like some days the coldest it would be like 20 degrees Celsius. And now, like last night was freezing. It actually went down to like 6 or 7 at night degrees Celsius. So it was like actually cold. I had 3 noonas on the bed because I'm a wuss when it comes to cold, I'll be honest. So I have a lot more jumpers and jackets now than I used to, because it is actually starting to get cold, and we're actually starting to have what discernible seasons, instead of just summer for the whole year. So that's been very interesting. So with it, our seasons go by like 3 months. It just starts on the first of a month. So January, February and March is summer. No, that's wrong. December, January and February are summer. March, no, I don't know how my seasons okay, hang on. June, July, August is winter. September, October, November is spring. Yeah, December, January, February is summer, and then March, April, May is autumn or fall. So yeah, sorry, I got confused myself. If I think things too hard, I get confused. But if I don't think about it, I'm usually right. But you know, it wasn't that time. So Ta-da! That's actually quite pretty with the green thread in the weird orange bead. I don't know what the beads are, but they're cute and I love them. I've just gone through each little section, as you may have been able to see once, and that's enough. It's only going to sit on my hair. It's not going to go through any rigorous life, not like being on the side of a handbag, or I'd probably do it a few more times if I was going to put it on the side of a bag or something, but it's pretty solid. So and my craft table, is anyone else a messy craft table person? Please let me know if you are. Please let me know if you aren't. Also, I am equal opportunity tableness. You know, if you have a messy craft table, you clean craft table. I do go through after each project and clean it completely and then start again. So yeah, it does actually get cleaned quite regularly. I don't leave it like this all the time. That would absolutely drive me bonkers. I would not be happy with that. Just want to make sure that is lined up. Whoopsie doopsies, I got a bit of a knot. So as I said at the make sure I'm on screen, sorry darlings, beginning, I am not new to sewing, like perfunctory sewing, that was the word I was trying to think of. Like, you know, sewing you kind of have to do, or you kind of choose to do it, but it's very pragmatic. It's you know, you're making things for a specific purpose, and the person that taught me to sew is actually not the healthiest of people and levels of toxicity, so I kind of veered away from sewing a lot because it wasn't fun, if that makes sense. And but I did get into yarn crafts, like when my son and daughter were in primary school. One of the school mums would crochet and knit, and I was like, oh, I'll give this a go. And I started off with knitting, and very slow going, which all new crafts are, you know. It wasn't a thing, but I honestly did get bored with going backwards and forwards in lines. But someone said, mate, this lady actually said, maybe give crochet a go. That might be more suited to your brain, because my brain's weird. I'm weird. Ask anyone that knows me. I'm just a complete utter oddball. So I don't fit into any boxes or kind of traits that most normal people would adhere to, and that's totally fine. I'm finding more and more people are like that, so maybe I'm not that different after all. But anyway, she said that crochet might fit my brain better, and she was absolutely right. I've crocheted nearly every day since my daughter was in grade 1, and you will notice I will stop what I'm doing with my hands when I'm trying to think of dates or facts or whatever. And yeah, it's grade 1, and my daughter's been out of high school 2 years now, so it's how long I've been crocheting. And nearly every day there's been 2 very significant periods after medical surgeries where I couldn't, and that was the only thing. And the thing I loved about crochet is, like, yes, it could be perfunctory as well, but it also could be just like, I do this thing where I just feel this compulsion, like I need to make this shawl, or I need to make this blanket in a specific color, and I don't know why, but then I would just put it away and later on, the person that needed that would just show up in my life, and I'm going, oh, this has been waiting for you, and could give them to that. So give them that, and it would be marvelous. And you could just, I don't know, I just enjoyed crochet so much more for so much longer. And I think it's the handwork. Sewing machines and I think we're like user incompatible. Anyone else have that problem? And I have done embroidery and cross stitching, long stitch as well. Like, and I have a couple of cross stitches that I've started. My friend bought me for Christmas. They're Star Wars one. And you know, so the stitching thing, you know, I really like that. But the whole sewing, hand sewing, like I didn't realize that that was going up there, wasn't it? You could do hand sewing that wasn't to like finish a piece of work that you pretty much had done on a machine. Now I just realized I need a bead to get this in, don't I? Let me get a bead. Okay, hang on a minute. Just, I have beads very close by. Just you can count how many things are on my desk or something. Okay. Okay. Oh, I just kicked you. Sorry. Are you still there? Okay. There's the what do you call it? Standing thing. The standing thing. Tripod. That's the word. Is right next to my feet. I think I'm gonna kick you a bit. So I'm sorry. Ooh. Do we want? Because I was just gonna see if I could find a seed bead. I have so many other shiny things we could use. Oh, I have like, I don't know if my niece is ever going to watch this, so maybe I can dub her in, maybe I can't. This was all organised, and I loaned it to her so she could make her mum something for Mother's Day, and it's come back a little less organised. I have these, but do I want to, because these are like actually the expensive crystal beads. Do I want to use one of them? I was just going to try and find a sea bead. Oh, I could put orange on there, and then I could put green on the other ones. Oh, I do like some form of symmetry. I'm okay with asymmetrical messy stuff, but I also really like patterns. So it doesn't need to be, well, kind of, depends on the context. I was going to say it doesn't need to be absolutely symmetrical, but I don't know if I'll be able to get my, oh, it did fit. Look at that. I love it when it works. Okay, and then back through the hole. Maybe that's a bit too much orange. I don't know. Is it too much orange? Can you even tell? I don't know. I'm feeling like that is a bit too much orange. But I'm not sure I actually care enough to undo it. No, I try not to undo things unless they've made a horrible mess, because that moment was a moment, and I don't want to spend the next moment undoing things that are already done. I spent too much of my life doing that, and I'm talking metaphorically or figuratively or however you want to take it. It's not too bad. It is, I'll admit, I think I think actually it is a little bit too much orange, like bang bang, but not in a maybe the Ort beads will break it down a little bit. I mean, they're not going to be between the two orange things, but I don't know. I don't hate it. I was just a bit worried there's a bit too much orange, but it'll be okay. So I'm gonna just do a couple of back stitches on there. Sorry, little wing. I do love the back of the stitching. Like, so this is what I was blathering on about. I think when I kicked you, I've moved you a bit. Okay, moved you back. Is the hand stitching. So I was going on about crochet and how that you know was, I could do that without rhyme or reason, really. Like, you just stitch there, sit there and just crochet a whole big blanket without really needing it. I don't know, it's weird. But I guess the way I was brought up, that you know, sewing had to be perfunctory, had to be this specific way, and I kind of thought that's how it was. But thankfully there's all these amazing makers on YouTube that randomly have been popped up in my feed at the beginning of the year, and you know, with sewing now, sorry, I've just stopped again because I wanted to, what was I going to do? I was going to put green in these ones, wasn't I? Do you think that's, oh yeah, like that. We're seeing this thing slow stitch, and I was like, well, that sounds like the boring, it's thickness, you know, it really does. You know, there have been times where just stopping and stopping a spiral, because I have PTSD and depression and anxiety, but stopping a spiral by just going, okay, one stitch, whether it be crochet or if I'm spinning, that kind of thing. So I think the more people that can take up a hobby that does them, it doesn't even have to be material based crafts, you know, cooking for fun, not just to feed people, which feeding people is nice, but fun feeding people, or woodworking, painting, drawing, like things that create, that use the left side of your brain, is just you know, getting all those creative cells active is beautiful. So that's why I thought, oh, I'm just going to do this, and it's not going to be the most beautiful, sophisticated video. And I do apologize for that, because there's just some people out there that craft amazingly and video amazingly, and I'm not at the video amazingly stage yet. So I do craft. Is it vain to say amazingly? I've been doing craft so long, I recognize my skill, but it feels weird to say I do it amazingly. That feels weird. Maybe I can practice saying that. I don't know. So yeah, so that's my babble on why I decided to jump on the bandwagon and do yet another crafting video on YouTube. I could have sworn I got another pink one out. Oh, there's one here, so we'll use this one if I can pick it up. I can't pick it up, it's sliding around. I just trimmed my nails off because I learning to play the guitar, and nails not good for playing guitar, good for crafting, to pick things up and, you know, that kind of thing, but playing guitar not so much. Okay, did I have another green one? I do. That's a different green. Oh, there are different types of green ones. Okay, let's rummage. We're rummaging. I'll let you see my this is a mess. This is a mess. This does stress me out a little bit, I'll be honest. But that's okay. That's okay. We just oh, I see one. I don't know if I got it. Did I get the green one? Nope, I got a blue one. Oh, this is like lucky dip. Nope, that's also a different kind of blue one. Okay, try again. No, I got white ones. Where's the green one go? Oh, here it is, like green one. Yeah, we got the green one. Okay, that was fun, sort of. And so, oh, look at that. Oh, I kicked you, didn't I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go, you know, wiggling and wobbling everywhere. Okay. So, put that in and do that. Now the reason why, and I apologize, I shouldn't really be apologizing just for my personality, but in terms of videoing, I apologize if I haven't actually finished any story or points. Please get used to that. Like I said, I can have problems with my memory. It will, a lot of medications and stuff. And so I can actually like be mid-word and just stop and go, I have no idea what's going on. And so, oh, that's it. Oh, I put a different pink on. Oh, whoops. Doesn't matter. Not what I meant to do, but again, doesn't matter. It's still pretty. I'm not going to undo that at all. It only gets undone if it like messes with the project's ability to be what it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. I think keeping things out, even if you didn't mean it that way, like if things don't fit, like this is different, but if it's like a stitch that, you know, like over here, where was it? I went in the wrong direction with a stitch. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. There's a stitch and it's just going in the wrong direction. And I'm like, that's not the direction I wanted it to go. But I didn't undo it because that moment had come, had been, and had gone. And can't undo those things. And I kind of like keeping that in my craft as well. If there's mistakes, or as the wonderful Bob Ross would say, little happy accidents, unless it messes with the project, they stay. If I'm crocheting and it throws the whole project count out or whatever, then obviously I will absolutely have to unpick it. And just checking these the colours of which ones I've got. Oh, I made similar coloured ones. That was not by plan. Look at that, that's kind of cool. Well, I have the blue in the middle for some consistency of pattern. I'll just chop these off, they're a bit long and spindly. But yes, let's talk about accidents. And oh yeah, with crochet, if it genuinely throws everything out, then I will frog it back. But if it's like I put, you know, 3 stitches in a cluster, and then I find one that only has 2, I leave it. Now the way Christine did this on her video was she went through one end. I can't remember which end because I actually watched it last week and I'm just doing all this from memory, but I do know she did thread the balls on the thread and then couch around them. And what I love is about the beads, or I keep calling them all balls, but they're beads too, beads balls, is depending on which way you lay them, depends on what bead you get. See, that has, if I put it down that way, that has no white in it whatsoever. But if I put it like this way, it's mainly white. Or if I put it this way, it's pink and red. Like, how cool is that? So you have like, you know, I mean, not that spheres technically of one surface, like not like a square, a cube or anything like that, but kind of like 13 different beads, just depending. Look, that one's brownie with green. It's kind of purpley. That one's brownie and orange. So depending on where you place it, how you place it, depends on, like, you just have so many options, especially if you're very random with how you make your beads. You can be very specific, you know, with what color of your orts you pick up, which I like saying orts. How many times have I already said orts in this video? It's just such a great word, orts. When I was first watching sewing videos and people talking about orts, I kept thinking they were saying like the word, you know, I ought to be more organized, or my desk ought to be more clean, that kind of ought. And I was very confused, and I was reading the comments because I just, it didn't really make any sense what they were talking about. Anyway, I read the comments, and someone wrote ORT, and I was like, oh, so I looked that up, and yeah, there was a thing. But then the very next video, someone explained it, and I was like, oh, well, there you go. So yes, orts are the cut-offs of threads. I don't know if there's a better explanation than that. If you know one, let me know, because I am new to this whole stitching, hand stitching for the process, which I find is not just slow stitch. I love slow stitching. Is my book close? Another stitchy person's channel I follow, sorry, just had to bend to the ground, is K3N, and I'm doing the weekly stitch along with her channel. So, and she was the first person I saw slow stitching, and have what I love about I'm jumping all over the place, sorry. She was the first person that I saw slow stitching, and I jumped in and just, so that's the beginning. So this slow stitching as a just stop, needle in, needle out, like I just absolutely love it. And now I haven't stitched that one in yet. And I'm very behind. I have completed 2 weeks. I've only stitched 1 week in, and we're on, you know, we're like in our 6th month. But life, I'm not stressing about it, because I feel like that defeats the whole purpose of this beautiful work. But I did spend, as you can tell by my book, Show and Tell, I spent a lot of time making the book beautiful, because I fell in love with the concept of slow stitching, and really helped my brain. Like, it helped switch it off, because just the feel of the fabrics and the threads and the needle going in and out and in and out, it is a meditative process, and it does help me so much. So I spent a lot of time on this. So I did this probably from the I think I found the stitch along like later in January, so I was like already behind, but then and that's totally fine. Like, I finish it, I don't finish it, it's the process, and that's what I'm learning about this kind of sewing. And this is what I love. It's the process of the process, rather than trying to get a project finished and usable, like jump on the sewing machine, make a pair of trousers because you need trousers. Like, you know, not that there's anything wrong with that. Like, you know, like pragmatic sewing, if you want to call it that, without being insulting or anything, is perfect and needed. And I've got some lovely material to make myself some skirts, so I will be doing that. So I'm not against it, but for a hobby, that didn't work for me. That wasn't fun to do it that way. This way, like all this kind of sewing, whether it's hand stitching, embroidering, slow stitching, cross stitching, like it's all different types of sewing or stitching, but they're all like I said, they're all different. Like slow stitching is not necessarily hand sewing. The other way around, hand sewing is not necessarily slow stitching, because it depends how you do it. Like, it depends if you're just there for the process, or it depends if you're trying to get a project done. So, and all of it is good. All of it is good. I think if anyone making anything for whatever reason, it's a good thing. I think we have too many ready-made stuff that we can just buy for a few dollars, and the art of some of these crafts are getting completely lost. I just love playing with tassels. Okay, who else loves playing with tassels? Be honest, it's amazing. Anyway, okay, so another complete tangent tick. Okay, so yes, so I got it, the slow stitching with a K3N, and I do want to catch up on those. But then I've also found this Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and I love the projects they're doing, and so I'm kind of doing that as well. And I'm finishing crocheting a baby blanket for a friend whose daughter is about to have her first baby, so I'm nearly finished that. I have one half row left to go, and then sewing and weaving in all the ends, and that will be finished, and then I can give it to her, and I'm a whole month early, which is really good because the baby's not due till July, and I just got about another hour of work on it. I'm just going to go back again over, I'm not doing a tutorial, I'm just showing you, it's more show and tell, because I'm not at that stage where I want to do a tutorial with this stuff. I just want to see if I can define those things a bit more. That's a bit better, I like that better. If it comes to crochet or spinning, I can totally do tutorials for that, you know, but this, I think it's because I'm in the honeymoon phase, and it's also new. I just want to make the project. I don't want to make sure I'm teaching anyone properly, if that makes sense. I just want to do it, you know, and I don't know that I will do much of the slow stitching. We like that. What do you think? Can be completely honest, I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I think he likes the orange beads. They're like whacking and weird and look like a mechanical cog, but like an 80s neon mechanical cog. So that top one's still too wibbly for my liking. So I probably wouldn't do videos where I'm doing slow stitching like K3N does, because it's like my bubble time, and I love it. I don't have anything playing like shows or TV or music or audiobooks, and I do love having audiobooks on while I'm doing craft or music. I'm not a big TV watcher. I will put playlists of other crafters, like I've been catching up on volume 5 of the Roxy's Journal Stitchery. I've put the playlist on and been listening to that while I've been doing these. But when it comes to slow stitching, just the quietness and stillness of everything is just incredible, and I just love it. So I probably won't be doing any slow stitching videos for a while, but that's okay. I can share with you what I'm doing when I'm doing it and when it takes my fancy. But I think I'm gonna stop now because I finished sewing that. It looks amazing. I love it. It's gonna be good for a hair clip. And if you were really a brave dresser, you could wear it as like a bow tie. But I just want to put it in my hair. I like shiny things in my hair. But oh, he's flying away. Oh. So I'm just gonna couple of stitches in the back to secure it, and then a knot. Hang on. Not dun dun dun. I love that sound too. And boop, and that is the front finished. And so my plan is to, like I said, cover the back with felt. I don't know what coloured felt I have that will be big enough for this, but it doesn't matter because it will be pretty much flat on my bun anyway, so you won't see a lot of it. But yeah, I will stop there today, and thank you all for joining. It was lovely to sit and chit chat and natter on weird, wonderful tangents with you while crafting. There's any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. We're off camera again, and like I said, I'll also find a link to the first video of K3N's slow stitching that I ever saw, so you can see what I saw and started with. And then if any of you are doing all these things, then let me know. It'd be good to say hi in the other channels, or if you're in any of the Facebook groups for the thing, come and say hello. Woo! Say bye-bye. Bye. And we'll see you next time. Oh, I just knocked you for going. Okay, that was me trying to find the camera. Okay, bye.